Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Last Cloudia video. We've got ourselves a celebration. How many downloads will you say, maybe? Let's check and see how many downloads. 5 million worldwide downloads. And if I am to be a mathematician, that must be at least 3 million, give or take, because you know there's a lot of reroll accounts. So like maybe 3 million in total real accounts that have been used, more than past the reroll stage. So that's really good for a game that doesn't have any IPs attached to it whatsoever. I really feel like, just getting this out of the way, I really feel like Last Cloudia has really done something here. They've really made themselves from nothing to something. So I gotta give it a round of applause for them, making this pretty successful game. It's niche for most people, but I feel like no IP or anything. There's no Final Fantasy, Dragon Ball. There's nothing. It's just their own thing. So yeah. Anyways, let's look at Theria here, the wedding version. I think they did a very good job with the artwork. But let's look at the unit. So Sacred Shower is pretty nice because it gives you a 20% buff to Strength and Int. So obviously all your DPS is going to love that. A small little buff, not too bad. And then her special will actually heal. So not only is she going to be a very strong magic damage dealer, she's actually healing on her special. Unfortunately, that's kind of where the healing stops. You can actually, of course, you can always give her healing, like God Heal or anything like that to yourself, but I believe she doesn't have any healing herself besides this. And then the rest is just kind of like the Bright Ring is the typical thing that she had in her previous shift form. Celestial Wedding is just a lot of damage. Very nice. And when you do light attacking, you decrease their defense in mind by 20% and deal damage. So pretty good, pretty self-explanatory, just some damage caps. No real reason to read that. Now here's something that's really interesting. Here is something that is actually engaging, no pun intended. So when you start the battle, you give your unit in yourself and a living ally with the highest strength. So that could be anyone who has the highest strength, doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't have to be male, it doesn't have to be male, it doesn't specify that. Even if there's multiple lilies in your party, this buff can only be given to one pair. So I guess they wanted to, I don't know if that would break the game or anything, but I think they just wanted to get that out of the way. So if you had another one in your party, you wouldn't be able to share them. It doesn't really, it wouldn't really break the game too much anyways, but I think they just wanted to avoid that. So anyways, skill and magic damage 10% to 30% damage cap, and damage cap with engagement ring buff based on closeness of each other. So that's kind of a problem because most casters want to kind of stay in the mid range or far away. But in order to get this buff, you need to be pretty close. So now you got to make her pretty tanky. Let's see if she's gonna be pretty tanky. But yeah, let's check to see if she's gonna be tanky or not. So MP, that's nice. Pretty nice stuff here. A lot of the stuff really isn't anything tanky though. There's not a lot of tanking going on here with all this stuff so far. So when you have sorcerer type, give physical magical attacks, special, counter, and anti-night type effect. Fine, pretty good. Auto Grand Aura, wow, that's actually busted. This is actually the first time I've ever even seen this. I didn't know this even existed. I'm sure it does, because I don't have every arc in the game, but this is the first time I'm seeing this. This is actually busted. For her to have this for free, that already makes her super busted, where she just gets a Grand Aura continuous effect. That's actually crazy. You get, there's a little bit of tankiness, not too much, but there's a little bit of tankiness. Crits, auto advance circle. So I mean, there's all these little things that really are kind of busted. Like she gets auto advanced circle, so at the beginning of battle, it just happens. You'll probably see it when you're on the around forming your. Maybe it won't. Maybe it just happens without the animation, but that's kind of busted because advanced circle takes a while to cast. It's worth it usually, at least from back then, but that's kind of busted. There's a lot of nice Archangel's Blessing. So she's very good in tower. This is busted in tower. I know for a fact because I use it all the time. High level magic chant, pretty good. You can kind of stack that, I believe, with one other thing. Non-stacking, here's basically Maja 2.0. So I really feel like she's like the next Maja, maybe a little bit better, just because she's newer. And yeah, this is insane, by the way. You get a 20k damage cap increase if you have that tied on. Beast Repellent, very nice. So now she doesn't need to be as tanky. I mean, she's still gonna get hit. This does not 100% decrease it. It's not 100%. So you're gonna get hit still, but still pretty good. I just love all these things. Small boost, decoy. That's very nice. Love that. Convergence, just like Maja. Sometimes you want to have that on. Sometimes you do not want to have that on. This is very good for tanking those. When you load into the battle, the boss specials you right away. And there's been several of those kind of fights. And this would be very nice. I mean, yeah, you have no MP left, but at least you don't die. Continuously recast regeneration effects. Like, she is busted in a way, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not the typical kind of busted, but she's like in her own category of just, this is crazy amount of SC saving skills that she has. So I feel like she's the next best light damage dealer. I think Maja is still fine if you have him, of course. What's Eternal Saber? Okay, pretty cool. This is a PS effect, so I've never seen that one before. That's pretty high cost, 72, but still, you have so much MP regeneration. So overall, I think that she's really good. She has so much SC saving. Like, what else does she really need? She has Proud Force, she has Advancing Idols, like all the stuff that I would usually get, she already has. So really, you can just give her whatever you want. Just put whatever you want on her at this point. Then you give her some healing, so then she can be like Theria, but with like a stupidly strong mage. So I think I'm going to give her an 8.5 out of 10. I think she's super value. Super value. If you are starting out in the game, or just, came from the anniversary and you didn't really pull anything, I think this is the time to pull. I feel like this is the time. Fall was fine. She was pretty good, but I think Fall was kind of like a bait. Like, it's kind of weird to say that, but like, I feel like Fall was just kind of a bait for this. I think this is definitely the better pull than Fall. Both are pretty good in their own way, but I think Theria is much better. I think that she's just a much more valuable pull. Now, I'm not really sold on this arc. I'm just gonna get it out the way right away. Not a lot of passes on this trait on this arc here. So if you do light damage, you have an anti-type effect. You do 35% more damage and equipped a robe. You get 15% int and silence resistance. That's not too bad. And then you get Holy Wall too. I'm not sure if that's for everybody. I hope it would be, because it'd be worse if it was only for one person. And then this is actually pretty good for like the other Theria, or just any female healer. So this is actually pretty good. I mean, 40% from active skills, HP recovery. That's actually busted in a way, and then draw less attention to it. So maybe she would like to have this. Does not give any int though, so not the absolute best of all time for mages. For healers, that's a lot of mind and pretty good defense, and some MP on that as well. So pretty good on that. And then in here, you get Rogue Boost Plus. That's fine. Sorcery Awaken, pretty decent. I think most people care about the light critical. That's the one I looked at the most, because I don't think I even have that, or if I do, I don't remember which one it has. But this one's pretty good as well. So I'm gonna give the arc like a 7. It's just okay. It's not something you're chasing. You're not coming into this banner to chase for the arc. You're coming here for Theria. And speaking of Theria, we're actually gonna do some pulls in the video. So let's see if I can get her. I'm only gonna do a few. Hopefully, I'm successful here with just getting one of her. Well, obviously all you want is one. In this game, you don't really need dupes. Thankfully. This is one game you don't actually need dupes. I don't have the sound on, whoops. Well, there is a red and a cutscene. That means there's most likely going to be an arc that I might have already. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Alright, we need 3 of these cutscenes usually lead into a red. Yep, there's the red. One red. Please no arc. Yeah! Wow, 2 pulls! 2 pulls, that's all it took. That's actually busted. Just like she is. That's busted. Okay, I got her. Easy. Easy clap. Easy clap. Alright, I think we're done here then. I'll have to pull my hair out using all my crystals like I usually do in this game, but we did it. We got her. So, I guess we can look at... Oh, that's probably the wrong button. Yeah, that's the wrong one. I forgot we should look at her then. The review is over, as always, guys, so I'm going to look at her stuff here. Continuous high magic barrier effects. So not only does she have regeneration and, you know, MP recovery and all this other stuff, with this, she has that's a lot of int. And now she has a high magic barrier effect. Okay, so now she is going to be very tanky, and then it draws even less attention. And then you take 15% less damage. And then you get a 5k damage type. This is busted. If you are a paying player, you're gonna get this. I mean, I don't have to think about it. Plus, there's a one of those status effect resistances. I think it's a +1. Yeah, it's a +1 because it doesn't say null. Null, whatever it says. So that's +1 to that resistance, plus 5% dark resist. This is probably one of the most busted. Just for her, of course, just for her. But I feel like all these effects tied to all the stuff that she already has, because if she didn't have all that stuff, this would be pretty good. Even so, this would be pretty good. But now it's like she has this, and now you just put another thing on top. Why not, right? Why not? Why not give her all this stuff? Why not give her all this? Why don't you just give her even more? As far as I don't have another thing here, but there might be something in the event that she gets or something, because I think they did that for fall, where they gave her fall like an armor or something. So they might. I didn't check all the event rewards, but not this. I may have already, you know, this right here. She may have something like this in her in event as well. So maybe that's what's going on with that. So, anyways, this was a very successful and very funny video, I must say. Hope you guys gonna get some luck if you pull, and if you're gonna do this, we can't do this yet. Only 13 days. That's a long time, but hopefully you guys can get something in the summon here. There's no promises or anything, but obviously you'd like to get Thouser or Grapple or Vayne for sure. Vayne for sure. The one you really don't want at this point is Divine Beast Ray. I know he's one of the main characters in this game, and as a new player you might be thinking, I want Ray, because he's probably the best one, right? Actually, he's probably the worst one. He's very old at this point. Actually, extremely. Back in the day, he was quite good, but not anymore. So really, you'd want one of these three, and probably Vayne is if I want to rank these, Vayne number 1, Thouser number 2, Grapple number 3, Ziggs number 4. I want Ziggs because I don't have him yet, so he's my number 1, of course. But Ziggs would probably be number 4. He's a good damage dealer and all, but I just feel like these three are just much more valuable for your account. Grapple is an extremely powerful Earth support. Vayne is just mind-blowing. I can't believe they even made someone like him. He's super tanky. And Thouser is a very good dark debuffer, which I will be using very soon in my dark team. And Ray is he's just outdated. Even if he gets the upgrade to the next Awakening, I feel like he's still gonna be just whatever. He would need like a whole rework, and I doubt they're gonna do that. And I don't even know if they even I don't even know if they even did anything to him yet. Did they even rework him once yet? Because I used him way back in the day, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm lying to you guys. Oh, I have him as this. So I didn't really use him, I guess, but it does not. I mean, yeah, it does have some damage cast, but whatever. You don't want him. Trust me, you don't want him. You want some of those other characters that I mentioned. Anyways, this video is already way too long, but I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.